Golden Wheel, intrigued, asked Bai Lei, brother, are you also an ascended strong one? Bai Lei grimaced. No, but then he thought something was amiss. Could this janitor be an ascended strong one? Why wouldn't ascended be doing menial tasks? This is so bizarre. Bai Lei was already preparing to flee. Golden Wheel, seeing through his thoughts, figured, looks like young mastery wants me to keep an eye on him, time to give him a little shock. Just then, a tribulation crossing realm great demon flew by. Golden Wheel casually struck it down, muttering, this is the 8th tribulation crossing realm great demon in the last 2 days. Tonight's meal will be improved again. The next second, Golden Wheel's casual strike down the flying great demon. Bai Lei was indeed scared. That's a tribulation crossing realm great demon, and you took it down just like that. Golden Wheel said meaningfully, after all, I could ascend at any time, but young mastery doesn't let me go. So I stay. Now, young mastery doesn't let you go. Do you understand? Bai Lei looked utterly hopeless. Seems like there's no hope of escaping. Meanwhile, inside the sect's main hall, Luo Chinxiu has sarcastically questioned Yi Feng, truly worthy of being my direct disciple, indeed expanding the sect single-handedly. Now you've brought another person. How do you explain this? Yi Feng explained, the person I brought this time is a painter cultivator. Painter cultivators can infuse various sword intents and saber intents into their paintings. If we haven't painted a portrait of you, Master, even after your ascension to the celestial heights, your beauty can still be worshipped by those in the lower realms. Speaking it over, Luo Chinxiu has found the idea appealing. I might have misjudged you this time, but never mind that. Where did you take Wu Feng and Little Blood? Yi Feng shared that they went to Heavenly Elixir City and recounted their glorious achievements. Hearing this, Luo Chinxiu has slammed the table. You dared to crush divine pills in front of so many alchemists. It's a miracle you made it back. Little Blood is a body cultivator. Why force her to refine pills? And why bully the ancestral elders of the 10,000 Flowers Valley? Why squander so many precious items so recklessly? What do you feel any regret? Sweating. Yi Feng looked at the broken floor tiles and got an idea. He kicked another tile to illustrate his point. Luo Chinxiu was puzzled. What are you doing now? Yi Feng explained, those so-called precious items are like these broken tiles. Would you feel regret over breaking them to his surprise? Luo Chinxiu has said she did feel regret. Why Yi Feng was speechless. Master, you're exaggerating. You feel regret over these broken tiles. Luo Chinxiu has tearfully explained, it's not the tiles I'm upset about, but the formation beneath them. I just set it up today. It wasn't yet reinforced with a protective formation. You've destroyed its formation. Yi Feng was completely taken aback. Well, that's quite a coincidence. Luo Chinxiu looked at the destroyed formation on the ground. Her frustration evident, she found herself missing her master back in celestial heights. My master was so imposing as the Saint Lord of Boundless Sanctuary. But why do I feel so aggrieved as a sect leader? Meanwhile, in Celestial Heights, at the Boundless Sanctuary, Luo Chinxiu as master, who leaked the Saint Lord of Boundless Sanctuary, sneezed. Those mentioning me, she wondered before continuing her search for Luo Chinxiu as whereabouts with her divine sense. Back at Star Soul Sect, Yi Feng, seeing his master's dejected state, felt sorry for her, and consulted the system. Since I destroyed the formation I'd master set up, shouldn't I compensate her with something better? The system indicated that the formation was a low-end version of the Boundless Mystic Spiritorite. Since the sect leader couldn't find a suitable formation in the mysterious Heaven continent, it suggested replacing it with a Boundless Gathering Spirit Stone. Following this, Yi Feng comforted Luo Chinxiu as master. It's just a formation I'll replace it with a better one for you. Luo Chinxiu thought it made sense. This prodigal disciple surely has something better. It won't be difficult for him. Just as she was contemplating this, Yi Feng brought out a Boundless Gathering Spirit Stone the size of a small mountain. Luo Chinxiu felt there was no need for it to be so big, a fist-sized stone would suffice. Hearing this, Yi Feng took out his heavenly tier furnace cauldron, a fist-sized one. You say, Luo Qinshe was alarmed. Yifeng, don't smash it, but Yifeng was already pounding away, eventually turning it into a small spherical bead. Yifeng grand, master, all done, I'll be off then if there's nothing else. Luo Qinshe was speechless. I should have just used the entire boundless gathering spirit stone as the formation eye in the first place. Thus, through his Prodigal behavior, Yifeng earned 100,000 Prodigal points in a heavenly Tao token. He hadn't expected to be rewarded for this. He then turned his attention to today's extravagant item, the 3-leaf fig, a delectable spirit fruit obtainable only from the heavenly Tao battlefield, and one of the top 10 supreme spirit fruits of the battlefield, totaling 100,000 fruits. Yifeng tasted one and mused. This tastes somewhat like a tomato. How to squander 100,000 of these? They can't be consumed like medicinal pills. They're too large to simply eat. Suddenly, Yifeng had a flash of inspiration and came up with the idea of a fruit fight. Addressing everyone, Yifeng declared, the sect has been a bit dull lately. Once prepared an entertaining event, the rules are simple. Throw spirit fruits at each other. The 2 individuals hit the most and least will be penalized by eating 5,000 marrow cleansing elixirs. Hearing this punishment, everyone felt terrified, not wanting to consume the distasteful medicinal pills. Luo Qinshe, thinking it unbecoming for a lady to participate in such games, was about to refuse. With me present, everyone will be reserved. I'd better return to my cultivation. However, upon hearing Yifeng mention a gathering spirit stone 3 meters high, Luo Qinshe swiftly returned. As the leader of the sect, I think it's necessary for me to lead by example. So let's start right away. Surprised? She asked, aren't you participating? Yifeng replied, we need a fair referee. I'll sit this one out. Of course, he simply didn't want to embarrass himself and preferred to enjoy the fun as a referee. At that moment, the top-sword dog of the continent looked pitifully at Yifeng as if asking to be excused from the event. Yifeng kicked it away. No use acting cute. Get going and participate. The first Star Soul Sect fruit fight competition begins. As Yifeng finished speaking, the great ancestral elder was hit squarely by a fruit. Core disciples who had been absent for a while also join in. Dutton, you finally got some screen time. Exclaiming, I'm going to take down all of you who hog the spotlight every day. Meanwhile, 2 visitors arrived at the gates of the Star Soul Sect, Zhang Dongfeng, the national teacher of Red Sun King Country, and Zhao Ting, the Crown Prince. Crown Prince. Let's rest here for today. Suggested Zhang Dongfeng. Zhao Ting asked the national teacher to simply call him Young Lord. After all, Red Sun King Country controls countless sections. If these small sect people knew I was the Crown Prince, they might get frightened. We're just staying for one night. Let's not cause too much commotion. As he finished speaking, a 3-leaf fig was thrown from the main hall, hitting Zhao Ting squarely on the head. When they entered, they found the main hall in complete disarray, witnessing the Star Soul Sect members engaged in a fruit fight. Zhang Dongfeng and Zhao Ting were utterly baffled. Unsure of what to say. Inside, Yifeng was directing the chaos. They're not hitting you because they want you to get one of the penalties. You need to get hit. He then turned to Wu Feng. Stop using your chef's knife to cut the spirit fruits. Where are you playing at? Fruit Ninja. Zhang Dongfeng and Zhao Ting were outraged. They're wasting 3-leaf figs. As the Crown Prince, I've only ever had 3 of these in my life. The national teacher was beside himself with anger. Stop this at once. But a glare from Golden Will instantly silenced him. And he even covered Zhao Ting's mouth. Zhao Ting was confused. National teacher. Survive the 8 heavenly death under tribulations. Where are you afraid of? The national teacher urged him to be quiet. Do you see that man in the janitor's robe? He's an ascended strong one. Just one glance nearly annihilated my soul. And that old man is probably also an ascended, likely a soul cultivator who kills without a trace. Finally noticing the visitors. Yifeng asked who they were. The national teacher replied,